Help me reach 1,000 subscribers. Please, like the video and share your thoughts. In the comments, your feedback helps make the content better. She tossed it out like a joke. Her voice sliced through the laughter and sunshine in the yard. Here's to the one who always shows up broke. The word stung more than I let on. Everyone laughed, my mother clutching her chest, my father shaking his head, my cousins giggling with mouths full of barbecue. Even my sister, Emma, beamed at her own punchline, glass raised high like she'd won something. I smiled because that's what I've been trained to do. Keep everyone comfortable, even as they drained me empty. None of them knew the wine they were sipping came from the same account that covered Mom's rent last month. The chairs beneath them paid for with the last of my bonus. They didn't realize I'd been quietly wiring money to keep this family from falling apart. Their peace came at a cost, mine. It hadn't always been this way. Emma and I once shared everything, clothes, secrets, even dreams. She was bold, magnetic, always in the spotlight. I was a quiet one beside her, patching things up, smoothing edges, covering tabs she forgot. When our parents hit hard times, I became the safety net. And Emma learned quickly that my loyalty came with an open wallet. It started small, a bit of gas money here, a phone bill there. But dependency turns into entitlement when you feed it long enough. Eventually, she stopped asking. She just expected. And I let her, because I thought that's what family did. Give without question. The first crack showed last Christmas. I overheard her laughing to her husband on the phone. Don't worry about the gifts. She'll cover it. She always does. She, not my sister, not Maya, just she. A title stripped of personhood. That night, something in me shifted. Not anger, not yet, just clarity. I started noticing the loans that never returned. Her friends flaunting the designer bag I bought her for interviews. My parents bragging about the family trip Emma planned. The one charge in my card. When I confronted her once, she smiled. You've always been the responsible one. You like helping. It makes you feel needed. That line stuck to me like poison, so I stopped reacting. I started planning. While they laughed, I listened. While they borrowed, I documented. Receipts, transfers, screenshots, all neatly stored in a folder labeled vacation plans. Then I restructured everything. Closed joint accounts. Redirected payments. Updated beneficiaries. No warnings, no explanations, just quiet correction. And I opened a new account. Mine alone. Hidden. Growing. By the time the family picnic rolled around, the dominoes were already set. The day was warm, the kind that forces you to smile even when you don't mean it. My niece ran barefoot through the grass, sticky fingers clutching candy. Music floated through the air. Everyone looked happy. They were living off me. Emma, wine in hand, surveyed the scene like she owned it. In a way, she did. I had built this comfort for her, paid for it, maintained it. Then she said it. Here's to the one who always shows up broke. Laughter followed. My father nearly spit his drink. My mother clapped. I felt the heat rise in my chest, but kept my smile steady, sharp enough to cut glass. I lifted my cup. To family, I said, and drank. That was the moment. Quiet, final. They didn't catch the stillness in my eyes, the calm before the shift. But I did. The fallout wasn't loud. It was surgical. First came the landlord's calls. Mom's rent unpaid. Then Emma's car lease. The one she assumed I renewed didn't auto-renew. The insurance bill bounced. Subscriptions canceled. A slow, deliberate unraveling. At first, they thought it was a glitch. Then came the panic. Emma called me 3 times in one morning. I let it ring. Then once more, just to hear her voice crack on voicemail. By week 2, she was at my door, eyes wide, playing innocent. Something's wrong with my account, she said. I smiled. No, it's working exactly as it should. She blinked. What do you mean? I turned my laptop toward her, the folder open. Every transfer, every unpaid loan, every favor documented with dates and totals. The truth lined up like evidence. Her face went pale. You kept all this? I keep everything, I said quietly. You just never thought I'd use it. She whispered something, maybe my name, maybe a plea, but I was already closing the laptop. I'm done funding peace that does include me. I said, you want a free ride, Emma. Consider this the last stop. Now, months later, the family doesn't gather as often. The laughter's softer. The group chat's gone still. I imagine the silence feels strange to them, uncomfortable. To me, it feels earned. Sometimes I replay that picnic in my mind. The sunlight, the laughter, the sting of her words. I remember lifting my glass, tasting the wine mixed with resolve. And I smile, because that was the day I stopped being the broke one. That was the day I showed them what happens when the quiet one starts keeping score. Here's to the one who always shows up broke. She's gone and she's never coming back.